Hello, good evening. My name is Tom Beal, and today I'm going to share a brief story of a conversation I had with one of my early mentors that truly, when I heard his audios, when I watched his videos, and when I read his books, changed the trajectory of my life. And I was fortunate enough to meet him a couple times. This picture up here was not the meeting in October 2001, that was in 2007. And I can just share this. What he told me after the attacks on 9/11 re-inspired me to take the actions that were mine to take. You see, I was in North Carolina as the publisher of the North Carolina Home Book. It's got a ratty old cover on it now. It's got the book cover, but beneath it is a beautiful 500-page book with tabs, and it's for anyone that was looking to build, remodel, or decorate their $1 million plus home in the Charlotte, Greensboro, or Raleigh, Durham areas in North Carolina in the 2001-2002 timeframe. And so I was the publisher of this, and it's beautiful. I mean, this shows like, this is great. But if you can read their publisher, that's me, Thomas H. Beal, and just an amazing project. Now here's the timeline. When I moved from Rochester, New York, to go down to publish this, it was July of 2001. We had 4 months to get this book done. 2 months into the 4 months, aka halfway, is when September 11th happened. I had just sealed a deal for a brand new house, and holy cow, the carpet was pulled out from under us. We had no idea what was going to happen. I distinctly remember meeting with a high-end architect right after September 11th. And we literally sat there like, what's next? Like, what happens with the world? Well, and we're in a similar situation here now with this coronavirus. And let me just state this. Regardless of what anyone's beliefs are, this has made an impact that has rippled around the world, similar to September 11th. I mean, I heard the figures, $16 trillion or something like that the economy is being hit with, and the economy as a whole, but it's really trickling down to the everyday people that are working at these events, that are working at the companies that are shut down, that are feeling the impact financially of the economy coming to a standstill. And a lot of things that were, were the way life goes on are different now. And we're all experiencing it, and we're all in that same scenario of what's next. And here's what I can share from this conversation with Zig. So bottom line is, he was speaking at a Peter Lowe Success event. The event got actually postponed and rescheduled, which, if you are paying attention to anything out there right now, events are being postponed and canceled and rescheduled. Well, after September 11th, that event got canceled. I had paid for it, and then it got relocated, and it did occur somewhere in the October timeframe, but it changed cities and it changed locations. So I paid extra to go have breakfast with Zig. Now, just so you know, I worked with Vector Marketing Corporation selling Cutco cutlery when I was in college. So at SUNY Brockport, I sold Cutco cutlery and did very well with that at 18 years old. And it opened my eyes to, wow, selling these knives is not a bad gig. Anyhow, my sales manager was a huge Zig Ziglar fan. So he gave us secrets of closing the sale, and he introduced me to the trainings and teachings of Zig Ziglar, who I just dug in, and I listened to the audios, I watched the videos and read the books, and was super excited to meet Zig, especially after the events of September 11th. So here's the scenario. When you get to this breakfast that you paid extra for, Zig is at the door, welcoming you, shaking your hand, get a picture, and kind of escorting you, someone else escorts you to the table where you sit and prepare for breakfast. So that happened, and I said hi to Zig, took the picture, went over to the table, and was sitting there chatting with some other people who had paid for this breakfast. And I looked up, and pretty much everyone was at the table. There's maybe 30, 40 people, something like that. And I looked over in the doorway and I saw Zig standing there by himself. And so I looked around this table and people were introducing themselves and all this. I said, gentlemen, excuse me, I'll be back in a minute. Got up and walked over to Zig. And I heard people at the table, can he even do that? Is he allowed to do that? And I just knew like this was my time to seize the moment and chat with one of my heroes. And so I got over there and pretty much said, Zig, something along these lines. I said, this is our first time meeting in person, but I just want to let you know that you were like my grandfather. You were like a guide to me during difficult and challenging times. And I want to let you know that my life has been positively impacted by your teachings, in your books, in your audios, in your videos. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I said, and that leads me to this question. What do we do now? Like, what do we do now after the events of September 11th, 2001? Like, what? Like, what's going to happen in the world and what do we do? And he said, son, do you sell anything? I said, yes, sir. I sell advertisements for the North Carolina Home Book. And he said, do you believe in it? Does it provide value to the people that you sell this to? I said, absolutely. He said, well, here's the secret. You need to sell. You need to get out there. And if you believe in your product and you believe in your service and you know that it provides value to the people that it can serve, you have to go out there and continue to sell. He said, if you don't sell, the terrorists win. If you don't sell, the economy suffers. If you don't sell, you suffer. If you don't sell, your customers and prospects and future customers suffer because you deliver value in what you do. So he said, pick yourself up, get out there, start making the calls, start setting the appointments, and start selling. Period. That's it. Don't let anything distract you from doing what's yours to do related to that. Now, the caveat is, his primer question was, do you believe in what you do? Is what you do providing value to the people that you deliver it to? Right? So I know if our paths are crossed, that's a given, but I just want to state that for anyone who might be new to my videos or trainings. You have to believe in your product or service. You have to truly know that it does positively impact the people that cross paths with it and take advantage of it. And, those two things are the foundation. And then when you have that, it's your duty, it's your obligation, it's your thing to do is go out and spread that word to the people who can benefit from it and share it in a manner that they can make their choice to move forward with you. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So here in this day and age, right here, right now, with the coronavirus and with the economic impact this is having, first and foremost, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take the proper steps to be prepared. And B, don't let it consume you to the point where you cocoon up and don't take the proper actions for your business. Make sure that you recognize that, yes, you need to cross your T's and dot your I's and prepare yourself for some scenarios that weren't on our radar, a month or so ago, that are on our radar now. And with that being said, it's still your obligation, it's your duty, it's your responsibility to yourself, to your prospects, to your clients, to stand tall, dust yourself off, and go out and speak with these prospects and go out, wrap your arms around, well, not literally, figuratively, because you might freak some of them out. But go out there and be that person who continues to provide value to your prospects, continues to reach out and have those conversations with your clients. And that's what drives the economy, your own personal economy and the world economy. So that conversation with Zig, albeit simple in retrospect, was life-changing for me. You see, when I was the publisher of this is all paid advertisements. So I had to go out and talk with these high-level, high-end home builders, architects, landscape architects. It's got the tabs here. Interior design, landscaping, kitchen and bath, custom woodworking, flooring and countertops, home furnishings, art and antiques, home theaters, etc. I had to speak with these people who were dealing in the high level multi-million-dollar homes and share with them this new vehicle to get their message in front of the people who are the qualified buyers and users of their products and services, which were the high level homes that they were either building or decorating or furnishing. So it's up to you to pick yourself up, do what you must do to protect yourself and your family, and then do what you must do to go help the prospects and clients that you can help with your products and services. I just wanted to let you know, in this time of uncertainty, in this time of history being made, this is something that is not familiar to us. This is outside of our certainty. This is stepping into uncertainty. And so we have that same question that I look back in 2001 and had that question, like, what now? What do we do now? And so this is just a reminder to you that it's your duty, it's your obligation, it's your next step to continue doing what is yours to do to share your message with those proper prospects so that they can attain the value from the products and services that you have. And in doing so, it will grow the economy and also grow your own personal economy. So do what you must to take care of yourself, take care of your family, and also to spread the message to the proper prospect. So it's pretty brief, it's pretty simple, and it's pretty common sense when you look back on it. But in that moment, it really helped me gain that clarity to say, you know what? Yeah, you're right. And now the next conversations that I had was getting directly back to, look, you are in the business that I have the reach to make those people who are looking for your services and for your products aware that you exist and build those initial communications to grow your own business. And so nowadays you have to look and say, okay, who are my people that can benefit from the products and services that I offer, and how can I get that message out to them? So I just wanted to spread this message to you from my memory of that amazing conversation with Zig Ziglar back in 2001. Here's a bonus. The company that I was working for. So even though I was the publisher, I had a regional manager. And the regional manager wasn't so excited about me leaving for that day to go to the Peter Lowe Success Seminar and to meet with Zig Ziglar. He said, look, man, you can't be doing that. You have to be out pounding this, making the phone calls and making the appointments for the upcoming spots that are open. And I said, well, JD, I bought these tickets. 9/11 happened. It got changed, and I'm going. He's like, well, you can go to the next one. I said, well, I appreciate that, but I'm going to this one. And he said, well, if you choose to go to that, you may not have a job when you come back. I said, JD, I hope I do. And I hope you understand that not only is Zig my, mentor, my hero, and this is a dream come true to go meet him, but I enjoy what I do. I'm good at what I do. And hopefully when I come back, I still have this position, but that's in your hands. There's nothing I can do about that. So I'm going, and you are kind of in control of what happens after I go. So it wasn't a super simple decision to go there, but it still was my decision, regardless of the possible consequences. And this JD guy was not the nicest, was not the most reasonable, but I knew that next time wasn't going to work. This was my time. And so you may resonate with that as well. There may be circumstances that on paper don't make sense. Hey, I could have lost that job, and he had done crazier things, and it was a possibility. But I said, you know what? This is what's mine to do now. So trusting in that intuition of knowing what's yours to do, to include watching this video, to include reaching out. I have some programs. I have some coaching and some guidance, ranging from some high-level stuff down to some simpler, more available to the average person type of stuff. You may feel called to reach out to me. Hey, Tom, that video even though it was simple, resonated with me. How can you help? And so if you reach out, I have an additional gift for you. And actually, I'll just give you the URL. It's a success intake form. If you go to thesimplifier.com, you'll be able to find success intake form. It's actually, the URL is thesimplifier.com/success-intake-form. And it's there. If you go to thesimplifier.com, you'll be able to find it by clicking around on the menus and whatnot. But go fill that success intake form. And in this time, I will grant you not just filling out the form and getting the epiphanies and the aha moments that come from that, but also it brings you to a calendar where you can schedule time to chat with me. And that will be my gift to you, passing along the gift that Zig gave to me. I'd love to share some ideas that could connect the dots for you to take the actions that you know are yours to take, to get the results that you know are yours, that are available to you, and make 2020 amazing, even more amazing than it is. So anyhow, I hope this is helpful. I hope all is well in your world. And remember, it's your obligation, it's your duty, it's your responsibility to share your message in a manner and explain it in a manner to the ideal prospects where they can make that affirmative choice to move forward with you. And that is a win for them. It's a win for you. It's a win for the economy. Everybody wins. So hope this is helpful. I look forward to chatting with you soon. Go to thesimplifier.com. Look for the success intake form. Complete that. And I look forward to chatting with you soon to ensure 2020 is your best year yet. Talk with you soon. Make today great.